We're going to do a bigger bead, which is always easier to do, and we're going to make this for a little girl, so the wrap is going to be relatively small. So we've got our silver wire right here, and one of the big questions people always ask is, how do I know how much wire to cut? Well, that depends on the precision that you yourself have, and it also depends on exactly what you're doing. I always cut too much because you can always use the little wire niblets for something else. We're going to do a vibrant pink. If you don't know what a mandrel is, you need to get yourself one. A mandrel is a ring sizer. This one is easier to work with because see how it has the ridges right there? So that's really good for wrapping. And I got this on Amazon many, many moons ago. So we're going to tuck this underneath, and we're going to do our first crossover. The crossover is actually taking the wire down, and you want to make sure that you're on the mandrel when you do this so that you can get a crisp edge. Make sure that the bead stays secure on the wire. We just fold in, and we do one twist. Okay? So that sets the bead. Put that on there, and the fun begins. If you want to do something where you show your wire, that is absolutely fine. I recommend you get one good wrap around the bead before you start doing super swoopy stuff on the bead, because that's where it gets complicated and that's where mistakes show. So now that we've got one wrap around, and this is what it looks like on the back, you're going to want to start immediately scooting them together. And your wire does look kind of crazy right now, but that's all right. We're going to fix it. So our wire is coming down this way. We're going to take one wrap around, and we're going to come in right here, and we're going to go back down. Then we're going to take this wrap around, just like that. And then we're going to come back up. And we're going to do it again. All the while we're pulling tightly. See how I'm pulling tightly to add tension because we don't want this to get super loose. Let's take this one over as well, wrap it around. And now I'm going to pull it off the mandrel because I've got, as you can see, 5 separate rings of wire. So a really good tool is the bent needle nose pliers. We're going to close it together so that it's tight. All right. And now that we have done that, let's finish up our ring. And yes, it is small. It's supposed to be small because it's for a little girl. And if you want fewer wraps, you can do fewer wraps. I find that the more you wrap it, the more durable it is, especially if you're giving it to someone who is younger. So we're going to scoot that up. We're going to go here, right here, and we're going to start wrapping it. Okay, and what this does is it seals in the wrap. So we've got 2 wraps, 3 wraps, and the 4th wrap is going to be the last wrap. To nip your wire off, and I always recommend going just on the outside where that wire is. You'll nip that off. You'll come in with your bent needle nose pliers, and you're just going to squeeze it. Okay? And then as you go down, you're going to squeeze all of this together as well. Now, all we have to do is do the exact same thing to the other side. So we're going to clip that. Remember, we're going to nip it close. Then we're going to take the needle nose pliers. We're going to squeeze that in. Now, for the finish, we're going to go and squeeze these together. Really good. We're going to squeeze these together. Really good. We're going to make sure that what moved on the top gets put back into shape at the very bottom. We squeeze it together so that it's flattened out and comfortable for the person to wear it.